What is up guys, Alex here, otherwise known as Clash with Style, and today we have an FWL war for you guys. This is, if you don't know, Friendly War League, and this is the Heavy Division. This was the final war of this league, and you can see it was a draw. We have Night's Watch against Legion of Noobs, a draw 60 stars to 60 stars, but if we go in and take a look at the war details, Legion of Noobs did manage to win, because if we take a look at new stars per attack, that is what the war finally got based off of, 2.07 against 1.82. so it's such a shame for Night's Watch to be beaten on such a small point, but congratulations to Legion of Noobs on the victory. So let's play that intro, then get into some of these attacks. So the first one we're going to be taking a look at is from Suplex City from Night's Watch, coming in here with a Queen Charge Lalo attack. One of my favourite strategies to watch. It's such an entertaining strategy. One that's definitely gone out of the game recently. We've not really seen it at all at Town Hall 13. We saw it a tiny bit in some of the recent ESL action, but to be honest, it's sort of died out in the game. And to be honest, when it dies out at the higher town halls, I feel like the lower town halls, it also starts to die out as well. We've seen a lot of hybrid strategies. The Town Hall 13, it's mainly been at the Hog Riders and Miners. Of course, that hybrid, it's been very, very popular, and it's been proving to be very strong indeed. But you can see Suplex is coming in here with that Queen Charge Lalo attack. Queen is going to be coming in from the top of the base. The King took care of that Town Hall for us, which is perfect. Picks up that first star. We're going to chuck in a couple of wall breakers there. Oh, unfortunately they are going to catch a spring trap, but luckily we are still able to get through that wall. Queen gonna still go strong. I'm guessing Suplex is looking for that Queen to grab the Clan Castle troops and then push deeper into the base, try and grab these sweepers, that Wizard Tower, and hopefully the enemy Queen as well. Poison is going to go down right there on a Golem. It doesn't help too much, but we are going to be able to get it down reasonably quickly. I'm guessing Suplex was sort of expecting to see a Lava Hound coming in and popped a minion in. Unfortunately, we do pick up a Seeking Ermine on one of our healers there, which is never what you want to get. But we are now on to that enemy Queen. We will deal with her nice and quickly. 40 Queen v 40 Queen. Of course, under a rage spell on the healers and our Queen, Suplex is going to win every single time. Luckily, the Queen is just in range of that multi-target Inferno. It's going to go down, and we are going to chuck a jump spell in there to allow the Queen in and over to this other multi-target Inferno. So this Queen Charge has got so much value. Suplex seeing a huge flaw in this base layout and is able to take complete advantage of this. We have a Stone Slammer coming in from this bottom section. Looks like our Lava Hounds have died. We don't have any Lava Hounds left, but the Stone Slammer should be big enough and tanky enough to tank for pretty much all of our troops, and it will be able to do a lot of damage onto all of these expos. Queen's still going strong. We have a couple of healers left up on her. We have 2 hastes as well as a freeze. Freeze going to be going down there on that Wizard Tower to just make sure we get it down in plenty time. That is going to go down right there. We do have a Troll Tesla over here on this right hand side, which is going to hold us up a little bit, but we will be able to get that down nice and quickly. Going to actually haste these balloons up straight on over to that, and Suplex starts off this video with a very sexy 3-star attack. Very, very strong stuff indeed. Completely tore this base apart with a Lalo attack. So well done on that attack. Let's go and take a look now. Another Town Hall 10 attack, but this time it's Miners. So the next one we are going to be going in here and taking a look at is Malik Snow from Night's Watch. Going to be starting off with a bit of a cheeky goblin over there on that Town Hall, just to make sure, you know, we get that down and don't time fail on that. Imagine if you ended up with that 99% 1-star. God, I can only imagine. But we're going to be going in here with the king here to just start off that funnel. Going to pop his ability, going to go straight into a giant bomb as usual. Queen is going to be going around this right hand side of the base. We have a baby dragon, excuse me, over there, just creating that funnel to make sure the queen goes the way we want her to. We do have a jump spell. We don't have any wall breakers though, so the jump is going to be going down right there, giving our queen access into that multi-target infernal compartment. We will also should be able to get down the enemy clan castle, as well as, fingers crossed, the enemy clan castle troops. Yep, we are able to pull out the clan castle troops right there. Going to get a poison down on them, which will help with that witch. As everyone knows, witches can be very, very painful to deal with at times, but we are going to be able to get that down nice and quickly. Queen going to continue her path, going to keep going strong. We should be able to jump into that other compartment, grab that air defense. So Queen is going to continue her path and do a great job for us. We have the new siege barracks coming at the top of this base. We of course have some P.E.K.K.A, or one P.E.K.K.A, excuse me, and those wizards coming out behind. Miners are now going to be swinging around from this top section of the base. Unfortunately, looks like the P.E.K.K.A went away from the rest of the wizards, so we actually didn't get much value out of that siege barracks, but we now have those max level hog riders pushing on through, and they can do so much work. Miners are all going to converge onto this multi-target inferno. We've got actually quite a big group that split off to this left hand side, but they're going to continue pushing on through this base. Unfortunately, that jump spell did actually wear out on that queen, so she's going to be stuck shooting on walls, the overpowered wall breaker that she is. Looks like most of our miners and hog riders have stayed in the base, which is perfect. We don't have any spells left up, so we need them to continue pushing on quickly through this base. Queen is going to move on again there. All she had to do was run down, and she's going to shoot on another wall, as she likes to do. She is pretty much trapped in that compartment. We have a P.E.K.K.A, and the majority of our miners now pushing around this left hand side to the bottom section of this base. That P.E.K.K.A finally goes down, but it looks like it is going to be up to this queen, Malik's queen here, to finish off this one. Single target inferno does lock on, but we have her ability in hand, so it's going to be popped right there. We get through that single target inferno. The miners are now starting to be picked off one by one, but there are so many left up that this one is in the bag for Malik Snow here. And we will speed it up to finish this one off, but you can see a beautiful 3-star. It was slightly less impressive than the last one, but still very impressive indeed. So we're now going to be going and taking a look at some Town Hall 11 action, and this attack is a nice one. Make sure you stay tuned right to the end of the video, because we have a hybrid attack right at the end of Town Hall 13. I know I'm just gibbering now, so let's go and take a look at this attack. We have Stark coming in here with that lovely Queen Charge Hog Rider attack. I love hog riders. They're probably my favorite troop in the game. I just love seeing them tear through the base. Goho at Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9 has to be my favorite strategy. And look at that Coco Loon. It went down to pick up that Seeking Airmine, but no, it fell just before, and the Seeking Airmine is going to come all the way across and take out that healer. A bit unfortunate there for Stark to start off this one. We are going to be needing to rage up nice and early, and our tornado trap is going to hold up our queen for quite a while. King is going to be pushing down to this bottom section of the base. We have some goblins as well as a golem coming in here, and those goblins are going to hold us up for quite a bit, but not as long as that golem is. Excuse me. We do get a wizard in, but unfortunately it was slightly too early, and the cannon actually takes it out. So Queen is getting held up for quite a while in that portion of the base. We've already lost a minute and 10 seconds on this one. King is going to manage to break through that wall section on the bottom of this base, but he is going to fall reasonably quickly. The Queen luckily is going to be in range of that Eagle artillery. Maybe a bit of a flaw in this base design, allowing that Queen to snipe off that wait a minute. Oh, I spoke too soon. That Eagle is actually just placed right, so the Queen will not be able to range it. It will now be able to get it, but not before that Eagle has actually got off a lot of shots onto our troops. Luckily, the heal spell is down for these hog riders. We will wipe out that wizard tower right there, and the Eagle's gone down, so we don't have to worry about any more shots coming down. We just have to make sure these hogs go the way that we need them to. We have 2 heal spells left up. The Queen taking a lot of damage in the center of this base. The Warden really slacking there, needing to pick up the pace a bit and keep up with these hog riders. Everyone knows just how fast they can be if if they're going at full pace. Look at them tear through these defences at the top section of this base. Like I said, we still have that Warden's ability in hand, as well as one heal spell, which is going to go down right there. Looks like our Warden is now starting to take some damage. Unfortunately, our Queen did fall in the middle. We probably could have done with her cleaning out some of these other structures, but we have a couple of Wizards, a couple of Miners, and of course those Hog Riders that are going to finish off these defences on this left-hand side before pushing through onto these other buildings to pick up another 3-star for Night's Watch. And before we finish this replay, what an impressive war it was. I've taken a look at most of the replays from both sides, and honestly, it was deserved to end up a draw. Some of these attacks were absolutely sensational. So again, congratulations to both clans on the perfect war, and Legion of Noobs for just pipping Night's Watch on the victory, coming down to a bit of a technicality in the end there. But let's go and take a look now at some Town Hall 12 action. We have a P.E.K.K.A. Bow Bat, and we have yeah, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, coming in here with, like I said, a P.E.K.K.A. Bow Bat. Going to be able to get some decent value from this bowler at the top section of the base here. Maybe a little bit of a flaw in that base. Going to be able to get a bounce right over onto this Wizard Tower. The bowler is then going to walk and be sniped off, but it means the Queen doesn't have to do too much work on that Wizard Tower before continuing on her path. The Clan Castle has been pulled very early. I'm guessing there was maybe a Hog Rider, or it was actually a Giant at this bottom section. I was like, how's this Clan Castle being pulled? But X is did use a Giant, to pull that Clan Castle to make sure we get it on our Queen charge. Poison spell going to be going down right there onto those archers, as well as those lava pups. They're all going to go down right there, which is perfect. We are going to be using our King as well as a P.E.K.K.A. over on this left hand side just to start that funnel, and the rest of our troops are now going to be pushing into this base. Luckily on this one, of course, the healers could transfer over from that Queen onto the troops that need them. So that could be the bowlers or the P.E.K.K.A.s, and of course we have everything pushing into the middle of the base here. The Wall Wrecker doing a great job managing to get right onto that Town Hall, which is perfect. It goes down. We missed the Giga Bomb, which is lovely. Our troops all went right around, and we have the bats now coming in from this top section of the base. We do have an Ice Golem in here at the right hand side, and it's going to pop just in time to allow these bats to tear through this section of the base. We actually do get a free spell in there, maybe earlier than I would have anticipated, but it is because most of our bats have pushed onto this bottom section of the base, which really is probably not what X would have wanted. But luckily that level 65 Queen is going to come around that right hand side and start doing some work over there. We have one free spell left, which could probably be used on these Teslas on this left hand side, but it looks like X is actually going to be swagging it. Let's speed it up right there as the final defense goes down. It's just a case of cleanup. The swagged free spell goes down in the center of the base. Man, these attacks are so nice. I love the variations of attacks as well. We've not had two attacks that are the same. We've had the Lalo at the start, the Miners, the Hogs, we've had the P.E.K.K.A. Bow Bat, and the last one we are going to be taking a look at right now is of course that Town Hall 13 Hog Miner hybrid attack. So without further ado, let's go and take a look. We have Envy coming in here with the final attack of this video, and this strategy is absolutely, well and truly, my favourite in the game right now. It is not too difficult to pull off, but it is quite strategical at the same time. You have to make sure everything goes right. So we're going to be starting off with a Yeti bomb here on this right hand side of the base, and we are going to be able to take out a lot of these defenses. Look at all those Yetimites tearing these defenses apart. That whole section of base is now cleared. We also have that Clan Castle pull, which is important for sure. We now have the Queen charge starting here. That Queen is going to deal with those Ice Golems. We actually, interestingly enough, have a Valkyrie. One of these troops that is hardly ever used is going to be coming down on this bottom right hand section of the base, and should be able to get a little bit of value for us there. Unfortunately, a Tesla farm does pop up, which is going to completely tear that Valkyrie to shreds. We have the King with his big stupid bone. I really don't like that skin. Going to be coming in here on this right hand side, level 69 cheeky. Queen is going to continue her path down onto this Tesla farm, while the King does some work for us up at the top section of the base. Hopefully that King should be able to take that Royal Champion out. Couple shots and he should get it done. Yep, Royal Champion goes down, which is perfect for us. We have a Wizard and a Baby Dragon combination, going to be sniping off some of these buildings on the top section, and looks like our miners are going to start pushing into the base right now. We have 16 Hog Riders still to come in. They are going to come in 2 little groups right here. We of course have the Warden as well as that Royal Champion also coming in. Queen is going to need a rage spell down on her, excuse me. Absolutely perfect placement on that rage. She's going to continue on her path into this base. Enemy Queen goes down. The Queen will be getting onto that Town Hall very, very quickly indeed, which is perfect. We need that to go down before our miners and Hog Riders reach it. Envy doing everything absolutely perfectly here. Maybe the funnel wasn't quite set enough, so it looks like some of these troops are now starting to spread, which in this strategy you really, really do not want. But the Queen's got so much value, and that Yeti bomb at the start from the battle blimp did a huge amount of work for us as well. We have 1 freeze left, a couple of cleanup troops still to deploy. Our Queen's ability is going to do some serious work when it's deployed, but looks like we probably don't even need it, as that Royal Champion's ability swung all the way in from the left, all the way down, and cleared out the remainder of these buildings. Freeze goes down in the center just to show, you know, I swagged it, I didn't need it, I'm an OP attacker. Envy showing us just how strong they are, and Night's Watch very dominating in this war, but Legion of Noobs put up a great fight and were able to just pip them on that technicality of a win. So congratulations to both teams on a 60-star war. Impressive stuff for sure. If you guys haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you could go down there, hit that subscribe button, like to, leave a comment below which one of these 5 attacks was your favourite. For me, it was either the Town Hall 11 Hog Rider attack or this one from Envy that we just watched. But yeah, that does bring us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that might be. Peace.